How do Torah principles address poverty and wealth disparity? The teachings of the Torah provide a thoughtful approach to the issues of poverty and wealth disparity. They create a framework that balances personal responsibility with communal obligation. This aims to build a society that is just and caring. First, the Torah states that poverty is not a virtue, and wealth is not a vice. Individuals are encouraged to earn their living through honest work. This reflects a principle of personal responsibility, where each person should strive to support themselves. The goal is to avoid becoming a burden on the community. At the same time, the Torah emphasizes respect and protection for the poor. It teaches that the poor are your brother and should not be treated as outsiders. Specific laws are in place to protect the poor from unfair treatment. For example, charging interest on loans to fellow Jews is prohibited. This helps prevent the excessive accumulation of wealth by a few. The Torah also introduces concepts like the Jubilee year and the sabbatical year. These years allow for economic resets by forgiving debts and returning land to its original owners. This system helps prevent permanent poverty and extreme wealth concentration. When it comes to defining poverty, the Torah recognizes that it is relative. It primarily defines poverty in terms of insufficient income to meet basic living standards. It also acknowledges the subjective nature of poverty. For instance, a formerly wealthy person who loses their means may be entitled to maintain a reasonable standard of living. Charity, known as Tzedakah, is a central obligation in the Torah. It commands individuals and communities to be open-handed toward the poor. However, this obligation does not mean wealth redistribution to close the gap between rich and poor. Instead, it focuses on ensuring that everyone has access to basic necessities. The Torah encourages leaving portions of the harvest for the poor to gather. This practice ensures food security without direct charity. Wealth is viewed as a tool for good, not an end in itself. The Torah values integrity in financial dealings and encourages balancing material pursuits with spiritual and familial responsibilities. The Talmud teaches that the first questions asked in the afterlife relate to how one managed money, studied Torah, and raised a family. This underscores that wealth must be used responsibly and not consumed selfishly. Practical applications of these principles include encouraging gainful employment and self-sufficiency. The Torah mandates charity and communal support systems to protect the vulnerable. It also institutes periodic debt forgiveness and land restitution to prevent long-term inequality. Protecting the dignity of the poor is essential, prohibiting exploitation and promoting respect. In summary, the Torah aims to create a society where economic disparities exist but are managed with justice, compassion, and responsibility. This ensures that no one is left destitute and that wealth serves the common good.